How's it going, guys? Lucas here. As you can see already, we finally have optimal transform. You can see already it's a separate node, because you could actually use it without Splashy as well if you just want to morph between particles or meshes or whatever. It's quite simple to use. You only need to import meshes. So mesh A, mesh B, and they just go inside of here and you will morph from A to B. So just click the optimal transform. As you can see, you have a voxel size because this one is based on VDBs to fill it with points. You have a setting to preview the vectors, like how the particles would move, but you're also able to preview the movement that you can animate down here. As you can see, the point count currently is at 8,000. Be careful with that one because it's quite a heavy computation. Another thing you have to keep in mind is that this one is Python based, so you have to install the necessary libraries of Python as well. But I will link you or I write a tutorial on Patreon as well, so you can check that out. From there you can see I animated the blend. You can see it morphs perfectly between the two letters. You can see there's a little bounce in there because I just added this spring option. You can also turn it off and then it doesn't bounce and it just morphs. Just morphing between the two. You could already take those particles and just mesh them as a VDB and you would have something cool, I guess. Or you actually bring it into Splashy. To use it in Splashy, just link it up like you see here. First output I just used for the bounding box. Second one is actually the forces. That one goes into the velocity geometry. And the third one is the output of the particles. That one goes in here. I might actually change those because it looks a bit ugly crossed over. But for now, yeah, connect it like this. Then in Splashy you can see again a lot of cleanup on the surface. It looks way cleaner now and you can actually find your stuff. And you can see there's a new option called optimal transform. In there you can pretty much just activate it and define a power, like how strongly it should affect. And you can see if I reset the simulation, just make sure you reset it. Particle separation should be at 0.01. And also very important to use the particle options, because as you remember, we're using particles as an input stream. As for now, it cannot be used on like a different emitter, but that will change soon. I'm working on that. But for now, just use the particles. And then you see the optimal transform, just activate it. And you can control the power. And if I reset the simulation and hit play, you can see the particles are like following the movement that we added up here. And of course you can see it. I added a little bit of noise inside, but you can add all kinds of forces. Also combine it with like the sheeter or surface tension, whatnot. Yeah, have fun playing with it. And from there, yeah, you can see in this one I just literally cached it out so we can preview it a bit faster. And from there you just go and do your mesh or whatever. Also another cache here, playing with the mesh. And I guess you can do way cooler things than that. But yeah, I didn't have time to play a lot with it. So I hope you have the time to play with it and it's useful to you. And yeah, have fun using it. Let me know if it's not working for some reason. Make sure you install the Python libraries, because otherwise it will for sure not work. It's very, very important because all the calculation is actually happening in Python. And yeah, from there, just enjoy it. See you in the next one. Bye.